Yo, what's up? This is Kyle, and in today's video, I want to talk to you really quick about what to do when you have a dream and literally nobody believes in you, even your grandma. This is gonna be a fun one. Check it out. So let me know if you've been here before. You have a really big goal or really big dream that you want to accomplish in your life, and yet, when you tell people about it, they kind of give you this look like they're impressed with your creativity, but they don't really believe in you that much. Or maybe, from my experience, maybe you're at like a family dinner and you talk about your goals of being a rock star, and you get these looks from your grandma like, yeah, you should have went back to college. Not meaning to throw my grandma under the bus, but I just want to use that story to quickly illustrate kind of a phenomenon that I know a lot of people deal with. You know, if you have a dream, if you have a passion, if you have a goal that you want to accomplish in your life, something that really, really means a lot to you, no matter what, you are always going to have haters. You know, I have haters. I know I speak with Mason all the time on the phone, and he has a bunch of haters, a lot of people that don't believe in him as a singer. I have a lot of people from just surrounding the Gold by Fire camp that kind of, they might say they believe in us on the onset, but they don't really, really, truly believe that we can take this concept of Gold by Fire and turn it into this big national brand and tour the world and inspire millions of people. You know, those are some huge, huge goals. And yeah, they sound pretty crazy. But you know what? Regardless of how big your goals are, regardless of how outlandish and unrealistic it may seem to accomplish the things that you want in life, you should never, ever, ever let what somebody else says stop you from achieving what you want to achieve. And look, not everybody is like this. You are going to have some really, really awesome people in your life that do support you and do honestly want to see you succeed. And those are the people you want to stay around with. But a lot of people won't. Anytime I'm in this very awkward situation where I'm talking with somebody and they don't really truly believe in me, or if I feel this negative pressure from other people basically telling me that my dream of becoming a rock star is impossible, I kind of developed a 3-step system that I want to show you just in case you've ever been in a situation where you're dealing with some haters. So step 1, whenever you're getting some negative feedback, some negative criticism for people, the first thing that I do that I found successful is to just remind myself, why did I get into this in the first place? For Gold by Fire, maybe you've seen that video. You know, if you watched our previous video, you know that the reason why we want to be in a band, the reason why we're so passionate about Gold by Fire is because we want to use music as a way to uplift people and inspire people, just like we have been inspired and impacted by music throughout our entire lives. We basically want the opportunity to do that as well and spread more positivity in the world, also simultaneously while making a career out of being a musician. Those are huge, huge outlandish goals, but you know what? It's what I'm passionate about. It's what gets me excited. It's what gets me going. It's what gets me shooting these very non-professional videos to get some content out to you guys. It's what drives me. And, if you're in a similar situation where, people are starting to hate on you, starting to not believe in you, just that one step alone might help you out a lot. Just remember why it is that you wanted to accomplish that dream in the first place. So whatever that goal was for you, just think about it in your head. And the next time someone starts telling you can't do it, just remember why it is that you wanted to achieve that goal in the first place. And usually that why, as they call it, is the greatest motivating factor for you to keep going. Step 2 is to literally start ignoring all the people that are not supporting you. Look, not everybody's going to support you. It's just a matter of life. I remember one of my mentors when I was younger told me that 1/3 of people will love you, 1/3 of people will hate you, and 1/3 of people could care less. So it is up to you to choose to hang around the people that actually do support you, that actually do love you, and kind of distance yourself a little bit from the haters. And honestly, another thing that I've done that was very successful, at least for me, is to understand that a lot of people who are telling you you can't achieve something, Usually those are the people who have either tried and failed at their own dreams in the past and are hurt by it, so they're projecting those negative emotions on you, or they're just literally jealous, and it's very hard for them to see someone go out and actually accomplish dreams while they do not. So literally, not only ignore those people, but start to empathize and care for them and understand where they're coming from in the first place. And you'll begin to kind of reframe the situation in a way more positive light that is more beneficial to you. So that is step 2. And step 3 is to keep going anyways, regardless of the negative pressure, regardless of how many people are telling you you can't do something, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not talented enough, you're not good looking enough, you're not thin enough, which I'm not. I'm getting ready to go to the gym, but who cares? Regardless of what people tell you, keep going anyways. I study a lot of very, very successful people and just kind of the habits that they have in their lives and the things that they do. And one of the commonalities amongst all these successful people is they just don't quit. They're willing to go through failure after failure, trial after trial, video after video, until they eventually, learn, correct their mistakes along the way, and keep on going. Listen, if you have a goal and something you want to accomplish in your mind, you're going to achieve it if you keep going, if you don't give up, because it's literally inevitable. I mean, if you just keep going and decide right from the get-go that you're going to accomplish something regardless of how difficult it is, and regardless of how many obstacles you're going to encounter, and regardless of how many negative people are going to come into your life and tell you you can't do something, you will achieve your goals. Just like we hope that we will achieve our goals of using Gold by Fire as our vehicle to help people, as well as to kind of achieve the childhood dream of being a professional musician. Those are our goals, and that's what we want to accomplish. And whatever your goals are, I really highly invite you to use those 3 steps. Just try it out. Just let me know how it is too, because these 3 things have been very, very helpful for me, and they've led to some really, really cool results. When we first started Gold by Fire, everyone thought it was literally like a pipe dream, and it still kind of is to an extent, but nobody believed in us. And you know what's cool? Fast forward a couple years later, we have some songs out. We have some people that are messaging us on Twitter. We have some people that are messaging us on Facebook, sending me texts even, telling us how impactful the music is to them. They tell us how inspiring the music is for them, and they let me know that what we're doing is good, and they want us to keep going. And oh man, I love that. So by the way, if you're watching this and you're one of those people, I love you. You freaking rock. Keep that up. That's awesome. And that's really the reason behind the whole thing. That's what keeps us going. And that's the reason why, I guess, the proof in the pudding really, as to why these 3 steps really do work. So if you have any haters, apply those 3 steps and let me know how it is. And I'm going to end this video before I say the word haters one more time. Talk to you soon.